Hey everybody, it's November and it's time for video games. Because I never do anything video games on this channel. It's not the only thing I do. I'm really excited. I see everybody posting everybody gets Super Famicom and Famicom games now, and that's the most exciting thing to me is more Super and Famicom. There's a Shaq Fu. Oh my. The question posed by the Shaq Fu is, why is my hand bigger than my head? Come over tonight and I will show you, yeah. Well, True. Shaq's hands are bigger than his head. True. But that's interesting to point out. Oh, this is really exciting too. It's Mario Rubik's Cubes that are people were putting up tiny little Mario Rubik's Cubes.
We got tiny Rubik's Cubes.
Tiny Rubik's Cubes and shit. It's a 2-up. From when I put it on the camera, it looks like it says 5-up, but it's 2-up from my perspective.
Yeah, I think it might flip it around.
Wow, there's a follow-up to last month with the Rocky and Bullwinkle thing, and this is the Genesis version of Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Nice.
This one's by Absolute instead of THQ, and I don't know which one of those is more I trust more. But next one is Space Harrier 2. And it's one of those really early Genesis games where there's no label on the front. Space Harrier 2. I don't have it for the Master System, but I have it on the Ultimate Genesis Collection, which is collectively the most important 360 game we can own. But I have no idea what to expect from Space Harrier 2 coming over from Space Harrier 1 which I do know about. So that's cool too. We'll save the Japanese ones for last. This is Twin Cobra, which is another shoot 'em up for the NES. One that I haven't really played very much, and it's by Sammy, which is a company that I can never pin down.
Does that tank have a mouth? No, that's an attack helicopter with a mouth.
Yes, copter.
Okay.
It's this sort of design that you would usually see
like they have shark mouths?
Drawn on planes, but it's on helicopters, which seems unusual to me, but I don't know. Twin Cobra. I think that's an arcade game too, but I'm not 100% sure. I think most of those. I might be thinking of Silkworm, or I might be correct about both of those. I have no idea. And then there's. I own so many baseball games, and I don't have a problem with that at all, but this is actually one of the best NES ones. It's Bad News Baseball from Tecmo, which has, really good, animations and stuff, and, just a good, cinematic sort of feel. If you look at Bases Loaded and you think it has, the TV broadcast, this is, actually getting into, the animation, you're sliding into home plate and plays at the base and everything that you wouldn't see on the NES. So then we have 3 Super Famicom games, and I've seen the first one. I've been looking at the first one, and I know what it is. And this is important to me because of the fact that I have a complete N64 collection. I'm a 64 guy and big N64 collector and everything. This is the first Wonder Project game by Enix, and this is an RPG, and I don't really know much about Wonder Project, but what I do know is that one of the first Japanese exclusive games, one of the first 3 Japanese exclusive games to come out on the N64 was the sequel, was Wonder Project. I think it's J2. So I think if we go judge just by what I know about that, it's sort of like an RPG life sim sort of thing. I don't know how it plays on the Super Nintendo, but Super Famicom, but that's cool. I actually know this game. I've seen this game at the store. I think this is like a dodgeball game, but it's not made by Technos and has Angry Person on it.
It reminds me of
It looks like a
It reminds me of the God Kid from Yu Yu Hakusho a little bit.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks a little bit like a Toriyama character, but not quite. And it doesn't have anything to do with any of those things. It's just Sunsoft dodgeball game. And then last, I don't know what this one is either. At first glance, it would look like it was a Nobunaga or other Koei Tecmo game, but this is not. Excuse me. Nobunaga's Ambition. This is it's by a company, another company I don't know right off the top of my head, called Angel. And so I don't know anything about this. It could be RPG. I want to say it's going to be like another tactical RPG game, like the Koei games, but I don't. No idea, honestly. So this is cool. I love getting the Super Famicom games. I usually like. I can hold off on regular Famicom games, but the Super Famicom games is where there's an entire universe of stuff that I don't know anything about, and it's just so cool. So this is why I love getting these Super Famicom. I could literally change my box to Super Famicom and Dreamcast, and I would probably just be super happy about that all the time. But this game by Angel Soft, if anybody knows what it is before I go and change the description, you can say that. And then Sunsoft Dodgeball game that I don't know the name of, but I know this game. And then Wonder Project.
I think that was too fast. There you go.
Space Harrier 2. And Rocky and Bullwinkle for the Genesis. That's cool. I'm pretty sure I put this on my wish list. This is Bad News Baseball. And Twin Cobra. So, all in all, a really good month. And also, Rubik's Cube. So, just letting you know, I have not played any of the Super Famicom games that Video Games Monthly has sent me. And that's okay. Because it's awesome that I have them. I love them. Thanks, and keep watching. Check out Let's Plays, because I know that these videos get a lot of views, but nobody watches my Let's Plays. That's okay.